Fall is definitely here at Crowley House Flower Farm. Oh my goodness, the mums are on point, and I am so thankful for one of our last crops that we have here on the farm before we head into Christmas wreaths and all the evergreens that the Pacific Northwest has to offer. They are absolutely amazing and stunning, but the mums take the show this time of year. I'm so thankful that this is a crop that we started growing, I don't know, when I first started, I guess, flower farm, probably my second year flower farming. And it has been one of those things that extends the season for us, and then also is just this last burst of beautiful textures. All of the mums are so different, and I don't know if you guys grow mums. Let me know if you do and what's your favorite in the comments below. But I'm going to show you just a few that we have here on the farm that I absolutely love, and whether or not I use them in a mixed bouquet like we're doing here tomorrow, or if you like, for me, using some of the more beautiful, delicate ones in design work. We have a wedding this week as well, so you'll be able to see that, us designing a wedding at the end of this video. But first, I'm going to show you our mixed bouquets and take you along as we get ready to make the beautiful fall table bouquets, is what I call them, because these sell so well for us every single year. Like I said, this is one of our biggest orders that we take on, which is about 200 bouquets. It's going to be a show of amazing, beautiful fall texture. We have an absolutely dreary day out. It is raining, and yesterday was gorgeous. There was just no rain. It was dry. There was a little bit of wind in the high 50s. It felt really good. It felt like fall. And today is just that drizzle that comes down and you just can't avoid it. So I have my bright orange rain jacket on, trying to stay dry. But we're started making our bouquets. We have 200 bouquets this week, which I'm super excited to be able to do this time of year, because we tend to start running out of flowers this time of year. Mums are our last big crop that we have. So I'm going to take you inside and just show you what we're doing. It's a really pretty color palette. It's very jeweled tone. So our recipe today is, we have a little bit of this, is this cypress or, yeah, cypress?
No.
So we have a little bit of evergreen. We're starting to introduce that into the mix. We have some salao. We've got a little bit of status, some gonfrina in kind of the purpley color, some of the last of the straw flower. This is something that came from a friend of ours. We bought that in, and then all of our mums. So we have tons and tons of different colored mums. They're just so pretty. So I love that palette color this time of year. I think people are going to really enjoy it as well. And we've got, our goal today is to do 100, and then go break for lunch for an hour, and then come back, finish the rest of them, load them up, and get them out the door. The rains have started in today. It's pretty heavy. We've had some thunder and lightning. It's really cold. It went from probably in the high 50s to it feels like it's maybe in the low 40s all of a sudden. And I think that's why we're getting a little bit of thunderstorm. But it's just a day to tuck myself in the house. I'm putting away all our canning supplies, cleaning up some paperwork, getting ready for the wedding that we have this weekend, kind of doing a little bit of, you know, reorganizing in the office. It's just a good day for that, but there is something magical when the air is filled with a thunderstorm and the weather is changing. Definitely feels like fall. So here in the Pacific Northwest, we're having kind of like a cold snap. It went from summer, tiny bit of fall, onto winter. So we're supposed to dip down to freezing, possibly snow. Don't normally do that until after Christmas. So what I'm doing is going ahead and pulling all of my tropical succulents, grabbing any flowers that might die. And so it's just kind of a hustle to kind of get some things done. We're also pulling all of the dahlias, and I think we have about 5,000 dahlias yet to go. Emma and I started it the other day, but I'm just trying to like tidy up the farm, take in anything, and this just kind of motivates me to kind of get it done. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes deadlines make you do things in the garden that you would maybe procrastinate on. So I'm kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie. I know we're on to wreath making after this, so I'm just excited to kind of push through and get all of the more sensitive things put away. So I'm gonna bring in just an extra plant stand to put some of the smaller succulents. I'm just gonna pack them in there. I think my idea for this little greenhouse is we are gonna set up a like a heater of some sort when it gets really, really cold. But for the most part, I think we're going to be okay. Maybe some frost cloth. I don't know. If you guys have some suggestions, leave me a comment below. You know, we're all learning together. So if you have done this, this is new for me. So this is the first year I've had this greenhouse. So I'm going to get this in and go from there. So we're just finishing up these arrangements. They're gonna head off to a vineyard down the road. They are just a simple kind of a design that we've done for like a corporate, but this is for a fundraiser. So we are putting these together for, I think, 16 tables.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You're stuck. I know, all the tape. 16 tables. They wanted white and green. We ended up just adding in a little bit of this hawthorn berry right there. Our mums from the hoop house just using up the white ones. They're super cute. Lots of texture in the arrangements. And using just a touch of evergreen because it is a fundraiser for the holidays. So they wanted just some evergreen tucked in. I think we have eucalyptus, some salal. We've got a Sinoduranium, the last of the Sinoduranium. We've got the cedar boughs in there. And then we have a little bit of crest that kind of didn't do super well for us, but I might kind of have it hanging over the side of the arrangement. But I think they turned out really cute, and I think just that little hint of red. Emma is working on the bar arrangement, and then we have one food table arrangement. I think they're nice. You're adding, just for height, the little bit of curly willow.
Yeah.
Just to give it a little something. These are really inexpensive vases that we chose. They're just, that way they can send them home. And yeah. Well, we have a wet and wild day here on the farm. Oh my gosh, the rain is just pelting down. There's flooding. It's just like all of a sudden the rain decided to come. I think we're supposed to get 4 inches of rain over the next day, which is a lot when we haven't had any for a long time. So Riley and I are working on the wedding. I'm doing the bridesmaids bouquets. Riley's working on the corsages, boutonnieres, and I just wanted to show you really quick what I am thinking. This palette is gorgeous. It is orange, red, burgundy, plums. It's just all the fall vibes, which are just super yummy. So I'm going to show you what I've done. So here on the table, I've laid out the vases, and I like to keep them fairly separate. These are just a 6-inch cylinder vase that we buy in bulk, and that works really well for the bridesmaids bouquets and brides bouquets. Sometimes for the brides bouquet we get something a little bit larger, but I do the stem count, so I put my stems in each arrangement or each vase so that I have the same amount of product in each one, and that just makes it simpler and easier. I generally will cut the stems down just a little bit so the vase doesn't topple over, and then I just start at one end and go to the other to just whip them out. And I still take my time and enjoy it, but it is one of those things where the math is all done, all the pieces and bits and everything that I've created. Usually the first one that I put together is the hardest to put together, because then I kind of come back and say, oh, I need to add in some of the, another piece of mum, or I need to add in, whatever it is, and I'll run out to the garden and cut it. Today it's been sopping, so you can tell my hair is just gross. So really, really wet. So I'm just gonna go through some of the pieces that I have and show you how I lay it out on the table. So I have my cylinder vase here. I have all my pieces. So a lot of times what I'll do is, in this case, we're using a little bit of evergreen salal because we had a ton of it from the woods. We have scented geranium. We have eucalyptus. This little eucalyptus here. Okay. So I have that. And then I have my mums. So a lot of times I'll lay out my mums into one pile, and then my roses and dahlias in another. So I get it all laid out here, and then I start to work. It just makes it easier instead of your stems just being all tangled, and it makes time go super slow because you're fussing, and we don't want to fuss. So just getting everything organized. Greens go over here in this pile, and then I'll lay out my greens a little cleaner into what is what. It's really hard to do one-handed because I'm filming. This is not mine. This is extra. We're gonna throw that up there. Okay, so now I have all my pile, and I'm just gonna go to work. So this bouquet is a little bit more of that traditional tight round bouquet, kind of like like a posy more than like what you would normally see me do. We're a little bit more like wild, even though this does have some like little wild bits that are coming out. It's much more compact. It's definitely more like a posy, I guess. Small. And this is exactly what the bride wanted. So she wanted something really simple. Her just her overall vibe for the wedding is just very minimal, very simple, very classic. So that's what we're doing. I think it's turning out really fun. I haven't done one of these type of bouquets in a long time, so it took me a little bit to kind of, I felt like my hands were just like fumbling a little bit. But yeah, I think it turned out nice, and we've got a little pop of that scented geranium, which I really like. She loved the dark green, just like really deep green. And so I'm kind of liking how this turned out. Anyways, yeah, kind of fun. I love the fall colors. That's a given. So we're just gonna finish up here, and we're gonna head to the venue early tomorrow morning. Actually, we're almost finished with everything we're doing here, and we will get it set up, and I'll take the camera along. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the two large arrangements. Instead of using Oasis, I am going to use just some green chicken wire. I got this at Wilco, which is a hardware store. No, feed store. But you could get it anywhere, I think. They even sell it, I think, at like craft stores. But this has kind of got a coating on it, which is really nice because you can reuse this over and over, and it's something that you can clean after you're done if you want. It just keeps things a little more sanitized. So I'm just gonna get this cut into my container. So for these big arrangements, they are going up on an altar, and I have very strict instruction. They cannot be over 3 feet tall. So I have to design something. I'm a little nervous because I have to keep within the dimensions without actually being there, which I might have to when we get there. Either me or Riley is going to have to adjust it just a little bit. But so basically now the cylinder, or the vase, is about 21 inches, Riley, you said? Yeah. 21 inches. And so that just leaves me a little bit of space. So I'm going to kind of do something that's a little bit more formal and then a little bit of a cascade to it. So I think it will turn out okay. I love the vase. It's really clean and classic. But yeah, it's just interesting. It's always interesting. So Riley and I just loaded up. We're heading about an hour and a half away to get this wedding set up. But look at these beautiful jeweled tones. Isn't that fun? Some of this came from our firm and some we ordered in like we do occasionally. But all the mums are beautiful and from our farm. So we're here at the church just dropping off the bouquets. But I love the bride's bouquet. It turned out beautiful. Riley did this one. It's got just some creamy rose, burgundies, reds, so pretty. And then these are the bridesmaids bouquets that I did yesterday. I wish the colors showed a little bit better, but this says fall. Isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? Oh, love that color. It's just really rich, the color combination. So they asked for, we have some wristlet corsages, which we always bag up. But they're on a gold cuff, and then we have boutonnieres. So I'm just finishing up for the day, and as you can see, it's already dark out. This week felt like it went by super fast, and I think part of it is that the days are getting a lot shorter and there's less time to get all the things done that I need to get done. So I'm feeling a little bit panicky, but still holding it together. And it's super nice that we've got extra help this season, which is we start in wreath making next week. So all of the greens came, the boxes came this week, and we got it all set up today. I'm going to show you guys in the next video kind of how we set up our wreath making kind of system, and it changes every year because I learn something new every single year. But we are ready to rock and roll the wreaths and bring on the holiday season. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of that wedding. Pretty cool colors, huh? Anyways, much success in all you do and grow, and we'll be seeing you shortly here in the garden very soon. Bye bye.